Hello children, today I come to you with another magical story of Coco series. This is story number 9. The name of the story is The Humming Flower. Coco woke up because he heard a soft sound outside. He ran to the back door and scratched until Daniel let him out. Right by the garden gate, the golden seed from yesterday had changed. The tiny sprout was taller and round. The bud sat on the top. As Coco watched, the bud slowly opened into a bright yellow flower with blue lines on petal. It was the flower making the sound. Milo, the squirrel, was ready on the fence. I knew that seed was up to something, he chirped. Coco sat down beside the flower. It's humming. Yes, Milo said. That part is hard to miss. The hum did not feel noisy. It felt warm and gentle, like a blanket fresh from the dryer. Coco's blue collar gave a tiny sparkle. Hazel swooped down to the fence post. So, the next flu has bloomed, she said. Do you know what it does? Coco asked. Hazel looked at the flower, then at the sky. Grey clouds were gathering above the yard. Not yet, she said, but I think it is here for a reason. As the morning went on, the whole yard seemed to slow down around the flower. The sparrows in the hedge stopped fussing. A chipmunk near the stepping stone stopped darting around. Even the leaves in the apple tree rustled more softly. Coco leaned close. Maybe it calms everyone down. Milo puffed his tail. Then I should stand by it all day. I have many busy thoughts. Hazel gave a quiet chuckle. That may help. Far away, a low rumble rolled through the clouds. Coco looked up. He did not mind rain, but the sound made the flower hum a little stronger. Something is coming, Hazel said. A storm? Coco asked. Hazel nodded. A gentle one, but gentle storms can still worry small hearts. Coco looked back at the flowers. So, someone might need help. That would be my guess, Hazel said. By afternoon, the air felt cool and silvery. Daniel's mother called from the porch. Rain later. Coco stayed near the gate, watching the flower. Another soft rumble crossed the sky. Then the flower tipped towards the hedge, path behind the vegetable patch. Milo nearly slipped off the fence. Did you see that? Coco's ears perked up. It's pointing. The flower bent even further, as if it wanted them to hurry. Let's go, said Coco. They followed the narrow path through the hedge. The air smelled like wet dirt and mint. At the far end, near the neighbor's side of the fence, sat an old wooden bench covered in ivy. Under the bench came a tiny shaking sound. Coco crouched down. Two round brown eyes stared back at him. A small rabbit was tucked beside one bench leg, curled so tightly she looked like a ball of fur. Hello, Coco said softly. The rabbit gave a brightened squeak. Another rumble rolled across the sky. The rabbit pressed herself even smaller. Hazel landed on the fence above them. Poor little one, she said. She is frightened by the thunder. Coco remembered the calm feeling from the flower. That must be why it bloomed. Coco lay down so he would not seem too big. You are safe, he said in his gentlest voice. What's your name? The rabbit peeked out a little. Thistle, she whispered. I am Coco, that's Milo, and that's Hazel. Milo leaned over from the bench. Hello, I am being extra quiet. For once, Hazel murmured. Thistle gave the tiniest sniff sound. I was eating clover when the sky started booming. I hide here, but now I can't make my legs move. Where is your home? Coco asked. Past the stepping stones, said Thistle, under the rosemary bush. It was not far, but Thistle stared at the path as if it were a huge field. Tap! The first raindrop landed on the bench. Thistle squeezed her eyes shut. Coco stood up at once. Wait here, he said. I know something that may help. Coco dashed back to the garden gate. The humming flowers glowed softly in the grey light. Very carefully, Coco lifted the small clay pot in his mouth and carried it down the hedge path. Milo ran ahead, warning every bug aside. Hazel flew above, watching the clouds. When Coco set the flower beside the bench, the hum drifted through the ivy leaves like a quiet song. Thistle opened one eye, then the other. Her whiskers stopped twitching so fast. What is that? She whispered. A friend, Coco said. The flower kept humming. Another low rumble came from the sky. But this time, Thistle did not curl into such a tiny ball. I think I can breathe again, she said softly. Good, said Coco. We do not have to rush. We only have to get to the first stepping stone. Milo pointed with one paw. I checked the path. It's clear. Hazel nodded. One hop at a time is enough. The rain began to tap a little faster. Thistle listened to the flower. Then she took one tiny hop out from under the bench. You did it, Coco said. Thistle froze, listening. The flower hummed on. She took another hop and reached the first stepping stone. See, Coco said, your legs remembered. Thistle gave a shaky little puff of air. Maybe they did. Together they crossed the path. Each time, thunder grumbled far away. Thistle paused, leaned towards the flower, and then kept going. At last, they reached the rosemary bush. A warm burrow opened underneath it. Two larger rabbits peeked out. Thistle! One cried. Thistle gave a happy hop and hurried inside. I'm here. Coco helped me. Her mother touched noses with her. Thank you, she said to Coco. She gets nervous in storms. The flower helped too, Thistle said. Peeking back out, it sings brave feelings. Milo sat up tall. That is very good way to say it. Hazel smiled. I think so too. By the time Coco carried the flower back to the garden gate, the rain was already slowing. A strip of sunlight slipped out from behind the clouds. Coco set the pot down and looked at the petals. So, that was your job today, he said. The flowers gave one soft, pleased hum. Then it slowly turned, not towards the backyard, towards the fence, towards the neighbor's yard. Beyond the ivy, Coco could see a patch of bright marigolds and the corners of another old bench he had never noticed before. Milo's tail fluffed up. New place. Hazel lifted her wings and likely a new clue. Coco looked through the leaves and listened. Somewhere on the other side of the fence, something small rustled in the flowers. He smiled at the humming bloom. All right, he said, tomorrow we'll look over there. Okay, children, now that we have reached to the end of the story, I will be asking few questions as usual. Question number 1. Why do you think the humming flower helped Thistle feel calmer? Very good. Thistle feels that the humming sound of flower made her felt braver. Question number 2. What could you do to help a friend who feels nervous? Yes, you're right. We should encourage our friend to take small steps at a time. Question number 3. What do you think Coco will find in the neighbor's yard next? Okay, this time also you are correct. We will come to know about this in our next story. Bye for now.